Hi. So, leaving work, obviously. It's not like I've not said it before. But happy Tuesday. You may be able to see. It's dark. It's 6:47 in the morning. 6:45. My clock in here is 2 minutes past. 6:45 in the morning in Pittsburgh. So it's dark-ish. But maybe? Yeah, you can see it. So I cut my hair completely off. This has actually been about 2.5 weeks worth of growth. So we are trying. I am trying. I don't know why I said we. I am trying to grow my hair out long. So figured cut it short as heck, so then I won't be picking for a while, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I can grow my hair long. So I am obviously on my way home from work this morning. I back to work from a 2-week vacation. Woo woo. Other than dealing with some body issues, antibiotics, the first week of vacation, being in pain, wanting to cry my eyes out, actually doing that a couple times. And I have a high pain tolerance. So for me to be in so much pain to the point where I'm actually like shaking and crying, it's a lot of pain. As I'm passing cars and streetlights, you guys can probably see my hair. I do really want to try for long hair. So hopefully this works. But yeah, so first week, really difficult week, lots of pain, lots of tears, but I still went out and did things. I had got my hair cut first week. And then Dan, my boyfriend, and we had a wedding to go to. And then we celebrated his sister's birthday. We went to the zoo, had a fantastic time. What else did we do? Bowled, like always. Played some Fall Guys. What else? We spent Labor Day with his dad. We went to various places, McKnight Road, Lego store, different. Oh, that hurt. I'll explain that in a second. Went a couple different places. I cleaned my room. I started to clean my car. There is no pavement markings right here. Ew, I don't like that. don't know how to drive anyway. That's not safe. Anyway. So yeah, so had lots of sleep, which was needed. Spent time with my nieces, built some Legos with them. Yeah, so it was, rough to start, but overall it was good. I absolutely enjoyed my time off. Yeah, so, there's that. Now on to the second reason. So the first reason I wanted to do the video today was to update everybody because I've been kind of MIA. Sorry about my hand. I didn't realize that it was that close to the camera. People are going to get nasty with me because I'm going, 50 and I'm 45. Anyway. So I was picking at my nails. I can let my nails grow. Like, I'll actually get nails, but then I go maybe a week and a half. And I can't. They get too long for me, and I just rip them off. Trying to get better at that too, but nails grow much faster than hair, and nails are meant to be clipped, not, ripped off, but not physically all the way ripped off. Anyway, you all know what I mean. So there's a U-Haul speeding up behind me, and I am uncomfortable. Yeah, so on to what the owl was, and that hurt. So my nails, I did have them painted. I use Color Street to do my nails. It's easier for me and cheaper, especially because I pick up my nails. Yeah, so cheaper, easier, all that fun stuff. I can look like a girl a little bit. So I'd had my nails done, and they were starting to chip off because I'd actually had them on for 2.5 weeks. Maybe a little longer. And so I started picking them off, picking the actual nail polish. You're not supposed to do that. Big no-no. You rip the actual first layer of your nail off when you do that stuff. But whoops. But so I was picking off the nail strips, and then I was picking at my nails because they were long. And my middle finger on my right hand, this one, I picked, and I picked down too far. That hurts so bad when you do it. It didn't bleed, really. I have some blood underneath the nail, but I actually think I may have infected it because it's warm to the touch now. But, don't worry, my hands are clean. Because, COVID. Wow, there's a lot of cars coming off that on-ramp. Yeah, off that on-ramp. Anyway, so the second reason that I wanted to do this vlog is to talk about sensory input and what it does to me, if that makes sense. Negative sensory input. Because there's definitely positive sensory inputs that I like, but negative sensory inputs, pain, itchy feelings, certain textures, all of that stuff. So that stuff is unwanted sensory input. Well, my finger here, I can't, I have to touch it very lightly. Otherwise, I get pain all behind my nail bed, and that's just uncomfortable. If you're wondering why I seem more distracted than my normal driving home, there is not many more cars than normal, but because of this finger and the pain that I'm feeling with it and the uncomfortableness of it is causing me a lot of unwanted sensory input. So it's creating, in a sense, like sensory overload. And my brain, when that happens, I have a slower response time, especially to verbal stimuli. So somebody talking to me, it takes me a little bit longer to process what they're saying so that I can form a response. And also, with my responses, it becomes difficult finding the right words to say, actually saying them without saying a word wrong. I have to think about it a lot more because I have to think over this pain, and it gets to be so intense, especially with being tired. Listening to beeping all night and fans going and the refrigerator turning on and off and people typing and all of that. Then I have this hurting. And then, itchy in some areas, like my back and all this stuff, mask on all night. It just adds to that sensory input. Well, without a positive sensory input back, it's hard for me to get rid of the negative sensory input. So going home. I'm going to go home. I'm going to get out of these tennis shoes that are annoying my feet. I prefer to be barefoot. Can't do that in a hospital. So gotta wear tennis shoes. But get these shoes off and get into comfortable clothes, and lay down in bed and cover up with my weighted blanket. Positive sensory inputs. Watching oddly satisfying videos on YouTube, if my phone actually wants to work properly. I know this video is going to be a little bit long, and I apologize. I am going to try and wrap it up here real quick. But yeah, so all of that lovely stuff. Listening to some soothing music, listening to rain. Some nature sounds sometimes can help. Things that I like. And it helps my brain to reset itself, basically, so that it's not as overloaded with sensory input. At work, can't get all of those things. So it just causes me to have a hard time focusing and finding the right words to say and saying them properly and getting my thoughts out in the order that they should be coming out. And there are a lot of people with autism that have this issue. Whether it's, for instance, I follow Fathering Autism on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, and their daughter has nonverbal autism, along with some other learning difficulties. And they were just talking about this. When she is sensory overloaded, she has a hard time with communication. Whether that's receptive communication, understanding what is being asked of her, or verbal communication, using her iPad to tell, mom, dad, caregivers, what's wrong. It's difficult. I am thankfully am very lucky that I can communicate to an extent my thoughts when I am sensory overloaded, to an extent. So but yeah, so it can be difficult being sensory overloaded. Some people have a harder time with it than others. Like right now, all of these lights that are like coming at me from behind look so freaking bright to me. Again, I'm sensory overloaded. My senses are all heightened right now because there's so much coming in, but I also just have a difficult time processing other things. But yeah, so to any of my friends, anybody, that I talk to, this trying to formulate a response, trying to understand what you're saying, and figure out how to respond. It's not because I don't care. It's not because I'm not paying attention. My brain is just overloaded. It's trying to process and sort out 7,000 more things than I should be. Not that I should be. It's trying to sort out 7,000 more things than I would prefer to be sorting out, and that a neurotypical brain sorts out. I think that made sense. Sorry if it didn't. But I have a feeling that you all get what I'm saying. Sorry that this is going to be 20 minutes. I absolutely apologize. I'm not cutting any of that out because it all makes sense. And you need to see. So, that felt good. Oh, cracking my knuckles. Also, another positive sensory input for me. Hearing them crack. Positive sensory input for me. So good. Anyway, so that's that. If you have a friend, if you have a child, if you know somebody that has a child that has autism, please be mindful of, their reaction to sensory input and, their communication efforts and all that stuff. All right, I am going to get going here because this is going to be 22 minutes by the time I'm finished and I get it uploaded. So, I am going to say I will see you guys next time. Bye.